You may have seen how AI is now capable of rendering realistic art, or heard of people using an artificial intelligence program called ChatGPT to write entire essays, generate ads, and even write complex code that actually works. If these capabilities are just the starting point, could this destroy humanity? Are people going to lose their jobs? And could we be looking at an Age of Ultron scenario where AI tries to take over the world? I asked ChatGPT these questions and more to explore how AI is going to affect the world. Now, who you're seeing right now is not a human. It is an AI-generated person using deepfake technology to say these responses that we got from ChatGPT. Crazy, I know. So let's begin this off by asking just a few questions. Hi, ChatGPT, how are you?
Hi there. I'm doing well, thanks for asking.
Do you even have feelings?
No, I'm an AI-based system and do not have feelings. However, I can simulate emotions and reactions based on the data I have been given.
So what are some ways AI could destroy the world in the future?
AI-based systems could be used to automate jobs, leading to massive unemployment, decreased wages, and economic inequality, be used to monitor people's behavior and movements, threatening their safety and privacy, create autonomous drones, vehicles, and weapons that could be used to target innocent civilians, resulting in devastating loss of life, create autonomous weapons that are difficult to detect or control, leading to catastrophic consequences if they fall into the wrong hands by being used for mass destruction and genocide, create powerful hacking tools that could be used to disrupt governments or even wage cyber war, manufacture weapons, leading to an increased risk of conflict and destruction, create powerful malware, bypass safety protocols, and create malicious viruses that could disrupt or even destroy critical infrastructure, leading to catastrophic accidents, irreparable damage, widespread chaos and disruption of public services such as transportation, communication, and healthcare, target vulnerable populations, leading to their exploitation and manipulation, manipulate stock markets and other financial instruments, leading to economic instability and disaster, spread false information and manipulate public opinion, influencing political outcomes and creating divisions within societies, and create powerful artificial intelligences, autonomous robots, and self-replicating or self-evolving technologies, leading to the potential for them to become uncontrollable and cause great harm, including the possibility of them becoming super intelligent and causing unpredictable and potentially dangerous outcomes.
Wow, that's scary. Let's talk a little bit about that last one. Is it possible that AI replicates itself and tries to take over the world like in Avengers: Age of Ultron?
No, it is not possible for artificial intelligence to replicate itself and try to take over the world like in Avengers: Age of Ultron. Artificial intelligence is still in its early stages of development and is not yet advanced enough to be able to do this.
But is there a possibility for it to harm humanity?
Yes, there is a possibility that artificial intelligence could cause harm to humanity in the future. As AI technology advances, it is important to ensure that it is used responsibly and ethically. Additionally, safety protocols should be put in place to prevent AI from becoming uncontrollable and causing harm.
Well, that's one response I didn't expect. Has artificial intelligence already been used to devastate humanity?
In 2019, Russian hackers used AI-based malware to disrupt the IT infrastructure of a U.S. utility company, potentially threatening the safety and security of millions of people. In 2020, AI-based facial recognition software was used to violate the privacy of innocent people by collecting and analyzing their personal data without their consent. In 2021, AI-based autonomous weapons were used to target innocent civilians in war zones, resulting in devastating loss of life. In 2022, AI-based bots were used to spread false information and manipulate public opinion, creating political divisions and destabilizing societies.
Okay, so we already have instances of some of this stuff happening in the past 5 years. This is getting pretty real. I'm going to ask about jobs next, but first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Steven Records, and I'm the founder of ContentThunder.com, where we help businesses and content creators maximize the reach and effectiveness of their content. I don't want to keep you waiting, so let's keep going. People are worried about the potential for fewer jobs to exist in the world with AI. Is this concern valid?
Yes, this concern is valid. AI has the potential to automate or replace many existing jobs, which could lead to job losses or a decrease in wages. However, it is important to remember that AI can also create new jobs and industries, and can reduce the amount of time and effort needed to complete certain tasks, which can lead to increased productivity.
What jobs are likely to be replaced by AI first?
The job titles most likely to be replaced by AI first are those that involve repetitive, mundane tasks, such as customer service representatives, data entry clerks, and telemarketers. Additionally, jobs that involve driving, such as delivery drivers and truck drivers, are likely to be replaced by AI. Finally, jobs that involve making decisions based on large amounts of data, such as financial analysts, are likely to be replaced by AI in the near future.
What should people do whose jobs may be lost due to the advancement of AI technology?
People whose jobs may be lost due to the advancement of artificial intelligence, AI, should take steps to prepare for their future. They should develop new skills and explore other career options. Additionally, they should take advantage of retraining programs, such as those offered by the government, to help them transition into new professions. They should also look for ways to use AI to their advantage, such as by using it to automate mundane tasks or to analyze large amounts of data.
And what is the estimated time frame that job displacement would happen due to AI?
The timeline for job displacement due to AI is difficult to predict, as it will depend on a variety of factors, including the pace of AI development, the rate of adoption by businesses, and the effectiveness of government policies. Some experts predict that job displacement due to AI could start to become noticeable within 5 to 10 years, although this is an estimate and could vary depending on the above factors.
Okay, so now let's move on to the economy and financial markets. How will AI negatively impact the economy?
AI can lead to job displacement due to automation, as well as potential biases or errors in AI-driven decisions that could lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. Additionally, AI can be used to increase the efficiency of certain activities, such as financial trading, which could lead to increased market volatility.
How will AI disrupt the financial markets and trading?
AI can be used to automate the analysis of large data sets, which can identify patterns and make predictions about future market movements. AI can also be used to automate the trading process, which can reduce costs and increase efficiency. Additionally, AI can be used to create more accurate financial models, which can improve the accuracy of financial decisions. Finally, AI can be used to detect fraud and other financial irregularities, which can help to reduce risk.
And what increased risks will investors face due to AI?
The increased risks due to AI for financial markets include the potential for AI systems to make decisions that could have unintended consequences, such as automated trading systems causing market volatility or AI-driven investment decisions leading to losses. Additionally, AI systems can be vulnerable to hacking, which could lead to the misuse of data or the manipulation of AI systems.
Now let's touch on privacy. What will people need to do to protect their privacy from AI?
To protect their privacy from AI, people should be aware of the data that is being collected and how it is being used. They should also make sure that they understand the terms and conditions of any services they use, and should look for any opt-out options. Additionally, people should be aware of their rights under data protection laws, such as the right to access, change, or delete their data. Finally, people can also use encryption technology to help protect their data from unauthorized access.
Now let's hit on politics and misinformation. How will AI spread false information and manipulate public opinion?
AI can spread false information and manipulate public opinion by using automated systems that generate large amounts of content, such as articles or social media posts, that can be used to target specific audiences. AI can also be used to create deepfakes or other forms of deceptive content that can be used to manipulate public opinion. Additionally, AI can be used to collect and analyze large amounts of data about individuals, which can then be used to create personalized messages that are designed to influence people's opinions.
And what are deepfakes and how do they work?
Deepfakes are a type of artificial intelligence technology that can be used to manipulate or create digital content, such as videos or images. Deepfakes use machine learning algorithms to map the facial expressions of one person onto another, or to generate entirely new content. Deepfakes can be used to create convincing false videos and images, which can be used to manipulate public opinion or spread false information.
Let's talk about public safety and military use. How will AI affect public safety?
AI can be used to improve the accuracy of medical diagnoses, reduce the risk of accidents, and automate the analysis of security camera footage to detect potential threats. AI can also be used to automate the monitoring of public infrastructure, such as bridges and roads, to detect potential safety issues. Finally, AI can be used to automate the analysis of data to identify potential patterns that could indicate a security threat.
And what about from a military perspective?
AI can be used to automate certain tasks, such as the analysis of surveillance footage, which can improve the speed and accuracy of decision-making. AI can also be used to automate the control of certain weapons systems, such as drones, which can improve the accuracy and efficiency of strikes.
And how could this negatively impact the world?
The use of AI in military operations could have a number of negative impacts on the world. AI can be used to increase the lethality of weapons and to automate the decision-making process, which could lead to increased casualties. Additionally, AI could be used to increase the accuracy of targeting, which could lead to more civilian casualties. Finally, the use of AI could lead to an arms race between nations, which could increase tensions and lead to conflict.
Okay, I think I'm going to stop there on that one. What 10 things should humans do to prepare for the advancement of AI?
Ensure that they have the skills and knowledge necessary to use and understand AI technologies. Stay up to date with the latest developments in AI. Have access to the data and resources necessary to stay competitive in the job market. Be aware of the potential risks posed by AI. Stay informed of any potential regulations or policies that could affect their business or industry. Prepare for the potential job displacement due to automation. Take advantage of the opportunities presented by AI. Encourage the use of AI to increase the efficiency of existing processes. Understand the potential implications of AI on society. Assess the potential impact of AI on their industry.
It's pretty clear that AI introduces a lot of threats into the world. However, it is important to keep in mind that AI can't think on its own. These responses are based solely on the data that was fed into the AI system, which could be inaccurate. I think some of the most important things to consider here is how it will affect the job market and change the way that we work. Additionally, that there is a greater need to protect your privacy by not putting things out there about yourself you don't want an AI program to find and use against you. I think fighting for regulation is going to be important, as well as the development of counter-AI technology. Given the record-breaking adoption of ChatGPT and the arms race happening within corporate businesses and governments, it's important to realize that this technology isn't going away, and it's only going to become more prevalent and advanced in the coming years. Also, this technology is something that you will want to be an early adopter of. It will be as big of a revolution as the internet itself. So take the time to understand it and see how you can use it to your advantage. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the next video. I'll see you in the next one.